Welcome to Cut the Ish, Real Talk Sports, where we strip away the fluff and get straight to the heart of the game. From the hottest plays on the court to the controversies off it. We're breaking it all down with unfiltered takes and raw honesty. No sugarcoating, no holding back. Just real talk for real fans. Let's get into it.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing out there in YouTube land? It's your girl Keysha and your boy Duval coming in hot. He over there chomping on some chips. Hit the like button, chat, as y'all come on in the door. It's been 2 days. You know y'all miss us. We gonna come in here and talk some crazy stuff because a lot of stuff that went on since the last time we talked. We had the crazy game on Sunday. Then we had the bounce back game and everything else that's blowing up online. But we back. What's going on, Live, Laugh, Love? Thank y'all for supporting my girl, Sister Tony over there. She just finished up her show. What's up, Tiffany Prince? What's up, Gregory Stills? What's up, Brian Lewis? What's up, Live, Laugh, Love? Duval, don't let me stop you from getting your nourishment. What's going on, my brother?
I told you stalled because you want to finish your show. All you had to do was say Sister Tony was live. I would have pushed. I would have waited. That's just communication.
I was not stalling. We was having technical difficulties. Technically, I had scheduled this show for 7:00 and it is 6:44. So give me kudos for being early.
No, because we went before that. We went 6 o'clock your time. So that means we both went 7 o'clock my time.
Well, StreamYard didn't care what you was trying to do.
Yeah.
I asked you to click the link and you didn't respond back after I say, well, can you get in or not? You was silence, Chad. Yeah. Silence.
Yeah, I protested.
I do got something for you, Duval.
Go ahead.
Our quick take. It might not be goofy to you, but it was goofy to me. So that's all that matters, right? So here we go. You know, at the game the other night between Dream and the Aces, I think a particular coach, one got put out, as you know, Duval, and the other one was tired. It was tired of the refs stuff too. Hold on, Chad. Duval, what's up with your boy Smecko?
You tired of Roy?
Roy.
The one that Mel gave. So Angel got 7-10. Roy gave her 5 of them. So she had to keep it cute.
And then he gave her that said she traveled, right?
Yeah.
And Smecko had enough. He calling that man across the yard like we in the project somewhere.
Matter of fact, remember the game in Portland? Portland was the game that both of them got attacked, remember? Roy and Angel.
No, Angel Smecko or Roy they?
I mean, Angel Smecko got attacked by Roy in that Portland game.
Well,
remember when they thought Angel got 2 tests and she was thrown out, but it was the tech for Roy? It was a tech for Smecko. It was that game.
Smecko. Hey, man. That man, I got to play it one more time. And I looked at that play. He only took 2 steps. I don't know what Roy was talking about.
She only took 2 steps.
Yeah, I don't know what Roy was talking about.
I know. But it is what it is. We know Roy, and there's the female ref that got out for Angel.
He got it out for her.
And I'm trying to keep it quiet. But I ain't no chips on eating pretzels. So I tried to put it on mute so y'all couldn't hear.
You old crackhead. But yeah, Chad, Roy got called out, you know. And I thought that was funny as hell. That man said he tired of Roy. He called that man like he was somebody in his family. I was like, who are you talking to? And meanwhile, what you about to say?
I was gonna say, Roy, you know what I'm saying? He called that trouble, and Angel had to shut up because he'll give her a check, and then she'll be out for a game, and we
Oh,
want
I
Angel to play
know.
all the game.
You
And
know
so
Roy don't play.
that's why Smecko said it like that, because Smecko had enough.
He said,
We know Roy get down.
yeah, Roy be doing too much. You know. But anyway, I thought it was funny because I was like, yeah, Smecko say he about to shed that Superman dad composure. Roy, that's enough. Stop
Yeah,
calling that silly shit, man. Stop it.
yeah, Roy be doing too much, but I love Roy.
Do you? You
Yeah,
love him? Okay.
you know what I'm saying. Roy keep everybody in line.
And then look, in other news that's unrelated to women's basketball at all, I sent this to Duval earlier. It's almost time for football season, Duval. And meanwhile, my boy Boosie is out here talking about he wanna live a dream. And I hope it comes true for him. Hold on, let me play it, y'all. I'm probably gonna have to strike part of it out, but I gonna do it for y'all. Why it look like he's so crazy? Okay, hold on. Here we go.
That's when y'all took everybody from Louisiana. Your cornerback, your safety, your offensive line.
Hold on, I gotta go back. Hold on.
Louisiana. Devontae Smith. That boy from A-Meat, man. That boy from 59 miles from Tiger Stadium. I can't stand that Crimson Tide.
Who's don't do that? Y'all got Lane Kiffin. What's going on?
Lane Kiffin. That's my boy. We on speed dial right now. I might be walking him out in Death Valley this year. That's my bucket list.
Yes.
To walk the Tigers out singing Set It Off
Yeah.
in Tiger Stadium.
That's why they hate us. The ball. The ball a hater, chat. He a hater, chat. That's why they hate us, chat. That's why. What up, Paige? What's up, Kathy Thompson? What's up,
No,
She That you a hater. That's
I
why
ain't no
you hate
hater.
us.
No, they hate y'all because they ain't y'all. South Carolina. I know what it is.
I hope Lil Booster get to lead him out this season. I hope he
Yeah,
get to lead him
I'll be
out,
doing it
man.
on prior time game on the ESPN 8 o'clock.
I hope he get to lead him out at least one time this year. You make that happen, Lane Kiffin. Make that happen. He can't stand Alabama. Y'all be stealing stuff from us.
I
Hey
like
man.
that.
Yeah. He said he's tired of y'all. You no good. You damn thieves. But anyway, we 17 days from kickoff, so it's about to either be epic, Duval, or it's gonna be a shit show. But either way,
Ain't gonna be
we
much
gonna have
CTV.
we gonna have fun either way. Cause my mama said Lane Kiffin, he look like he got a lot of nervous energy.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't know if it's energy, but yeah,
you,
yeah.
you got something.
He got something allegedly. Allegedly. But anyway, chat, let's get into it. Let's get into our topics. We're gonna talk about Great is about to retire. Well, she about to retire from the W. Put it like that.
Yeah,
Then we're gonna talk about they had a documentary on Apple TV, I think it was on,
yeah.
documenting that championship season for Paige and Geno Auriemma. There's a lot came out in that little documentary. And we gonna also talk about Angel Reese bounces back and respond to all the haters that was going on out there. I mean, I don't know how that young lady. Kudos to her because I probably been cussed out a lot of people, Devon. So Kudos to her, man, because Lord have mercy. But anyway, let's get to our first topic. And the first topic is Nneka. So let me bring us back down to the bottom. She is retired. Do I have it? I should have it. All right. Duval, Nneka Ogwumike is retiring from the W.
Yes.
15 seasons.
Yes.
She's the first ballot Hall of Famer to me, you know. Um, I think that's one of the reasons why she came back to the Sparks, even though they was a little dysfunctional. But she entered the league as the number one pick in 2012. She won Rookie of the Year that
Yes.
year. She was the 2016 MVP and WNBA champion.
Yes.
And she is Madam President. Let us do this last CBA.
Yes.
Um,
And she'll find an MVP too in that 2016 finals with Candace Parker on now.
yes. So she's had an unbelievable career. I think with Nneka, it probably is the right time to walk away. If there's ever a right time to walk away from the W, because I don't think Sparks ain't going nowhere. But anyway, she did announce that she's gonna still do Project B, but she is retiring from the W. Let me go back because Angel had something to say about her. I'm gonna put it up right quick. Angel says, "Since I came into the league, you showed me nothing but love and treated me like I was one of your own. My first vet, one of my goats. Thank you for always pouring into me, believing in me, and having my back. Like I already told you, your 15 years in this league were flawless, but somehow the person you are off the court speaks even louder than everything you accomplish on. You deserve all your flowers and so much more. Forever grateful for you. Love you, sis, at Nneka." Hey, Duval, talk to me about Nneka, because you love them Ogwumike sisters. One of them a little too much, but talk about talk,
Yeah.
talk about this Ogwumike sister.
I'm gonna say this. Like you said, first ballot Hall of Famer,
Mm-hmm.
all time great. She's not in the GOAT conversation on the first tier. Unfortunately, she gonna be on the second tier for me. My first tier would be Asia Wilson, Brianna Stewart, Diana
Mm-hmm.
Taurasi, Cher Swoops,
Mm-hmm.
and I even throw Sister Cooper in there. She only played like 6-8 seasons, but she was 4-time Finals MVP and like 3-time MVP. She had a crazy resume. Sister Cooper
Mm-hmm.
was like that for real, for real.
She was.
So I'm gonna say Nneka gonna be on my second group.
Mm-hmm.
My second tier. That would be her. I would say Lisa Leslie. She could be on the first tier, but I think Lisa Leslie only got one championship, but I know she got three MVPs. I believe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maya Moore should be on my first tier, but I think Maya Moore career was short. Unfortunately, she chased the love, and I'm happy for her. That's more important than a basketball game in the day. She find complete happiness. So I think if she would have completed her career, those records would have been so out of reach that Asia Wilson didn't be in the conversation. And that's no shade, but y'all gotta remember, Maya Moore had won 4 championships, and I think she won like MVP like 2-3 times, I believe. And then I got my girl Deladon. Deladon's a couple multi-time MVP, and then she won the championship with the 19 Mystics, and then she Olympian as well. So that's the second tier group. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So she on that tier. I would put Candace on that tier. Candace, she won MVP twice. She won 3
Mm-hmm.
championships, but 2 championships she really contributed. The first championship she won, like I said, Nneka was the finals MVP, so that kind of get knocked against Candace. And then the
Mm-hmm.
second championship she won, that was like Kai Copper was the finals MVP, and Kai Copper was the best player on the team. And so then the third championship, she tell you herself in her Hall of Fame speech, she didn't need to play. So, but she got the ring. She was on the roster. So,
Right.
so yeah. So Lisa Leslie won 2 championships. 2001, 2. I knew about 2002 one, but 2001. So like I said, she should be on that first tier. But I'm gonna keep on the second tier for now. I think the first tier have a better resume of people. You know what I mean, no shade. It's Lisa Leslie. You know, I love Lisa Leslie.
Yeah, we love Lisa Leslie.
But yeah, she's in the GOAT conversation. Like I said, first ballot Hall of Famer, 11-time All-Star. I think she won the MVP before, I believe. Or I think she won 2 MVPs, I believe, her Nneka. But I know for a fact she won 1 MVP. Get the money, Keysha.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, she was champion 2016, WNBA MVP in 2016, Rookie of the Year, and then 11-time All-Star. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And then she was All WNBA first team in 2016, 7-time All WNBA second team,
Yes.
4-time WNBA All Defensive first team, 3-time All Defensive second team. Yeah.
One of those All Defensive second team she robbed Angel of, and that was in 2024. They, like I say, even the lady, the matter of fact, the lady just did a story on Angel in a positive way with Angel Defit. She the one that voted that she said, her and the others that we had put on the show and stuff, said that they was a vote for Angel for any defensive team because she was on the loser team. So, you know, that, like I said, everybody know Angel should have been on that 24 second team at least. And she should have been on the first team last year, and she going to be on the first team this year. It's not even close. But anyway, yeah.
Hold on, let me get the money. Thank you so much, Miss Jemima, for the $5 super chat. She said, I am so proud of her and things she has done and leaving on her own terms, and understands the new generation that is coming and leaving it in good hands. I like that comment. That's why I'm going to let y'all hear from her, and then we'll move on to the next topic, Devon. Here we go. Oh, hell.
Future of your where do you stand on the future of your WNBA career?
I feel very fulfilled with the 15 years that I've been able to play and compete at such a high level. And I am proud to say that I am retiring from the WNBA.
What is it like to say it out loud?
It feels good. It feels good because I'm doing it on my terms in a way that I've always kind of envisioned, even though I didn't know what kind of player that I could be in this league. I never thought that I would play this long.
Wow. Okay.
Never thought that I would be the type of player that I would play this long. But I do know how I want to leave the game. I do know how I want to leave my career.
To hear that you are retiring when right now you are averaging 17 points, 9 rebounds, shooting almost 53% from the field, you are playing at an elite level. This is going to be quite the shock to many people. I mean, you could easily continue dominating in this league. So if it is in your body that is telling you that it's done with the WNBA, what is telling you?
It's a little bit my body.
Okay. You're like, whoa, it is a little.
No, but I'm glad you clarified. It is a little bit my body.
Okay.
I still feel very good.
Yeah, and you look very good.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. But I also feel the comfort of slowing down a little bit. I just feel content. I feel very content with where I've left my career with 15 years under my belt. I feel very content about what we were able to achieve coming into this season, where we see the league today. You know, even when I think about the types of players I've been able to play with against Tina Thompson and also against Angel Reese.
Right.
You know, I was in the league during the Maya Moore era. I'm in the league during the Asia Wilson era. Seeing the legends come back integrated into the life that is women's basketball today. I would be lying if I didn't say that I felt like them kind of like, you know, putting their hand on my shoulder. Yeah. Like you've done well, you know, like absolutely. You know, I kind of feel good about being closer to following their transitions out of the game and into this world. You know, the game is evolving in so many different ways, and I just feel like I have poured as much as I could into this game, and the last bit is this year of playing. I'm proud of what I've done. Okay. I will say that I'm proud of what I've done.
Duval.
I'm gonna say what she. I'm gonna critique what she said.
Mm-hmm.
She's right. She can still play, but if you're a person that studied the game like I do, and like yourself, and you know what I'm saying, and probably people in the chat, you can see the slippage. She's not the same player. Now the numbers look good, but she's not the same player. It's just like Herbie's numbers look good. She's not the same player. It don't impact winning. And that's the reality of the situation.
And she wants to make sure she's impact and not just hanging on.
Yeah. I mean that's no shade, but it's not impacting winning. And so yeah, she having some slippage. Like I said, I have a conspiracy theory. I had two conspiracy theories. One I called on Twitter and one I thought about myself.
Go ahead, conspiracy theorists.
Read why she walking away. But before I do that, I do want to say good job, chat. I read all the comments. You know what I'm saying? I did miss something about, Lisa Lesson missing one championship. So, she got two. You know what I'm saying? And then Maya Moore went to 7 out of 8 finals. I agree with all that. And that's all factual. That's why the old GOAT list is hard. That's why them tiers are hard. Because everybody got a good resume. And
that's why Maya Moore is one of them players that it's hard not to have on that goal. She did so much in that short amount of time that most people will not be able to do, even if they played 15 years.
Of course, but we can say the same thing about Cynthia Cooper. Cynthia Cooper was the 4-time Finals MVP and won 3 MVPs in like 6-7 years. Imagine if Cynthia Cooper could have played 10 seasons. So, like I said, it just is hard. But longevity have to also be factored into these conversations in addition to your accomplishment within your short amount of time as well. So like I said, it's a hard.
Yeah, and that's where our opinions differ. Because I don't like longevity awards.
Me
I don't
either.
like people that just. I've been there 20 years, so yeah, you're gonna have the most points of the league. I mean, you've been there 20 years. I mean,
yeah, that's a problem.
And that don't make you more impactful than somebody like how I put it, like Derrick Rose. I say like Derrick Rose, his career was cut short, but when he was right,
he was right. He won the MVP in 2012.
He was something. So it's kind of like, I don't like the I don't know. It's a sticky conversation because the LeVon's going into the 26th season. I mean, of course he's gonna have. I mean, most people don't play that long, so I guess we can give him another star for having all the resources they have now to keep your body going that some of the old greats didn't have. They didn't have all these different things that came out in the 2000s, the 90s and the 80s and the 70s. Players didn't have that.
No.
They were just out there rolling, and then when it was over, it was over. They didn't know how to make their careers more longer. Some of that stuff wasn't even invented yet. So,
of course. I mean, that's why, like, Jordan, he only played 13 seasons, but his career was so dominant.
Right.
Even when LeBron played 26 seasons, it can't touch somebody like Jordan who played 13. So it's just like I said, you just have to balance it out. You have to really, evaluate and see who was more impactful at the time that they did play. And so, and also teammates matter too.
Professor Golden had a good one. He said Maya Moore is similar to Jim Brown.
Of course.
When Jim Brown was Jim Brown, it wasn't long. But when he was on that field, it was dominant.
I even say somebody shorter than that. I think she more like Gail Sayers. Gail Sayers played like 7 seasons, but he was so dominant in 7 seasons, he still was the first ballot Hall of Famer. Like I said, her being on the second team or second tier, you know what I'm saying? It's not a slight to her. Them all greats that I named. I just named the first tier, you know what I'm saying? They accomplish just as much and they still playing at a high level.
Well, you know how we are. Maya Moore's on my first tier, but I get your opinion.
I love Maya Moore, but like I said, I got to be fair. But
get your opinion.
Like I said, I got 2 conspiracy theories from why I think she's walking away.
Go ahead.
Conspiracy theory 1. I think she's walking away it made sense why what's your girl name? Nafisa Talia was doing all that talking during the CBA negotiations. Because I believe.
Are you about to say what I'm thinking? Go ahead.
I believe she already had in place that Nafisa was on takeover, and so
Oh,
that's why I
that's not
think
what I was thinking. Go ahead.
that's why I think she allowed Nafisa to be the face, because I think she was gonna allow Nafisa to just be past the baton of the presidency of the Players Association, and she step aside, which comes to my next conspiracy theory, and I looked at and I found this on Twitter. There are people that thinking she retiring so she can take over as commissioner.
That's what my conspiracy was.
That's what people think. They thinking she retiring so she can take over as commissioner for Kathy.
That's what I was thinking.
And I think, you know what I'm saying, it's plausible, and I think she'll be more than qualified to take over for the commissionership. Now the only problem is that Al Silver said Al Silver said ideally he wanted to find somebody outside of the inner circle to be the commissioner. But I think somebody like Nneka is more than qualified. I think he'll kind of bend the rule for that. And so I believe those are the two conspiracy theories I feel like why she's stepping aside. I think it's not on accident that Nafisa was doing a lot of talk of the CBA negotiations. Cause I think she's gonna take over as the president of the Players Association, and I think she's gonna be the commissioner.
Like somebody just asked, Green Thumb asked, how can she be the commissioner if she's playing in the Project B?
Because unfortunately the league is like 6 months off, 7 months off. And who wants to say she don't cut the commissionership short if that's the requirement for her to be the not commissionership? Who wants to say she don't cut the Project B short if that's part of the deal of being the commissioner is, say she has to step aside? I believe she'll do that.
And she'll be making the money. She'll be making the money too.
Yeah.
Because she's doing the Project B for the money. I mean, let's just keep it keep it a buck. And then I don't think Project B is that long, right?
No, it's like I want to say for November to like April.
Oh, okay.
And I think she'll step aside because I think being the commissioner is more important to her than playing for Project B. I think Project B offer her more money, and she's not gonna get the same money in W. So you might as well go get the money right now while you still can play at a decent level.
But being commissioner would get her money and respect. So I don't know. Yeah,
and you know what I'm saying, and like adulation, and you know what I'm saying, and all those good things that she deserved when it comes to her character, not only on the court but off the court. And so, like I said, congratulations to Nneka, man. Great career. I'm so happy how she treated Angel throughout the time she was in the league. It wasn't no haterade in her.
No.
You know, say she wasn't threatened by, Angel presence. Instead of her being instead of her being pissy, like, CP3. she took the girl on her thumb and she put her arms around her. And one thing about Nneka, she always shouted at Angel. Even this last clip, she shouted at Angel. She didn't have to. Right. You always knew what she was. You always knew who she was. She a team manager. Ain't no Caitlyn, nobody else. She a team manager. And she don't apologize for it. And so it's like I appreciate her because that's what you call a great that's secure in their standing with the league and their standing with legacy, that she could take somebody that's a future great. And you know what I'm saying, and show the love that she needed, desire, especially during these times where say she go through all this hatred and hate mail and AI and all this goofy stuff that these nerds do, call themselves trying to diminish Angel, saying greatness. Yeah, so I appreciate her. Thank you.
Let me go get the money. Thanks for this $10 super chat, Leaky Faucet. Longevity in sports is a trade-off, good and bad aspect. The commissioner bag is out there. I agree.
Me too.
Yeah, I agree. Longevity can either hurt you,
yes,
or sometimes help you.
Yeah.
It just depends on how your career falls in place. You know what I mean?
I would say this. A guy named Craig Biggio. He played like 20 years. He broke the record for most, I want to say, doubles or something like that, or most walks. One of those two records. A record that don't mean nothing, but it got him into the Hall of Fame. But he's not as respected as a Hall of Famer as like the greats that went in there that really played like not too long, but not too little, but just right, and really have a resume to really elevate their greatness. So yeah, I agree with you, my sister. And thank you for the money.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, congratulations to Nneka. We look forward to seeing what she do next. I will say this for my take on it, Duval, would be this. Sitting in that commissioner seat, it's a tough seat to have to deal with Adam Silver and the shenanigans he allowed to go on. So I think if he did pick her, it would give them some legitimacy. However, I do think it'll be a hard seat for her to sit in because she's going to have to balance what those owners want versus what she knows what these women in the league, particularly black women, go through as being a part of this league. So I would love to have an advocate, but I understand that it is hard dealing with the owners, and especially Adam Silver, because the things he didn't allow to go on under Kathy Eaglebert's tenure has been a little alarming. But if anybody I think can do it, it'll be Madam President. So I give her an endorsement if she wants to take on that mantle. I'll put it like that.
I'm gonna say one last thing, then we move on. I would say she would do exactly what you desire. She would push the game forward. I think she would know how to market these stars, these superstars that's playing in the league now, the Caden, the Angels, the Judus that coming in, the Olivia Miles that's here now. So she would know how to market them in a way, especially coming up with the 2028 Olympics, where their success could rival what 1996 did. And it'll be like the rebirth of the WNBA. Just like 96 was the birth of the WNBA.
Right.
Just like the 92 Dream Team was the birth of NBA basketball. And the 2009 was the Redeem Team was the rebirth of basketball because they were losing in the World Cup and Olympic Games in 2004 and 2002 as well. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Very
I'm
smart,
with you.
but congratulations, though.
Congratulations. All right, y'all. We about to get to the next topic. Hit the like button. Please hit the like button. All right. We're going to go to the next topic. The ball. Well, there's always something. I don't know why people like to let these documentaries come out and and tell all the tea. But I'm happy to watch it. I would tell y'all if y'all want to go watch it. It's on Apple TV. It's about Paige and her team doing that championship run in the NCAA. Before we get into that, speaking of Paige and her teammates, the ball, uh, she had been out most of the last couple of games, but it's official. Azenford will miss the remainder of the regular season and will undergo an arthroscopic procedure to address ongoing right knee soreness. The Dallas Wings announced. So Azenford is out. She's already out in her first season. Duval.
Yes.
It seemed like she probably already had this nagging injury, and she was trying to play through it.
Yes.
They still took her number one overall. She's had I know she's probably had 3 or 4, if I'm just going off of my memory, operations or procedures to these knees since college.
Yes.
Were you alarmed when you saw this?
100%. But like I said again, they had to take a number one. Even though she didn't deserve to be the number one pick. Like I said, what we find out today is official. They talked about it in People magazine. They date. So they took the woman that Paige was dating. But she wasn't number one pick. It was Olivia Miles, but it wasn't a close second.
Right.
It was Olivia Miles coming in.
Yeah.
But again, it's Paige franchise. And Paige wanted Asia Fudd, despite the fact that Olivia Miles would have been the better player. And Olivia Miles could have pushed Paige off the point guard position and allowed her to be a combo guard like a two guard, which would have freed Paige up to not have to do a lot when it comes to helping this team win. But again, Paige got what she wanted because she's the franchise player. She the reason why they moving into the American Airlines Arena, because they wouldn't have moved there without her. And so, you know what I'm saying, they did what she wanted. Dallas did what a true franchise does for a true franchise player. You give her what she wants, you give her what she deserves, you give her what makes her happy. Even if it's the wrong thing long term, but they did what was right by Paige. But yeah, she had these knee surgeries in her freshman and sophomore year. You know, so that's why she had to stay an extra year because her body would break it down even then.
Yeah, based on
You just gotta hope that you gotta hope for the best. You gotta hope that hey, she can push through these injuries and she can at least have a decent career. But again, it's what Paige wanted. So you know what I'm saying, again, you have to, you know what I'm saying, respect how Paige feels and make her comfortable. Somebody before you respond to that, somebody disagreeing saying that Paige isn't the reason they moved to the American Airlines Arena. Are y'all is y'all silly?
Oh, well, what's the reason then?
You know they could have moved there during the Enrique era, right?
They never moved there during the Enrique era.
Because they couldn't even sell it out. That's a fact.
They wasn't selling out the College Park Center. So what's the reason? Who said that? And if you said it, let me know what's the reason why they're moving there. Because they're not moving. They're not moving there to not sell tickets. So what's the reason?
Ghost, he said it. Okay. You can disagree all you want to, but I'm gonna tell you this. This is what I know for a fact. In 2024, when they went, when the Sky played in cause I was there, they played in the College Park Arena in 2000, Angel rookie season. Straight Angel takeover.
It was.
It wasn't even close. Straight Angel takeover. Wasn't no Enrique, wasn't no nothing. Straight Angel takeover. It wasn't as dominant with Angel when Paige became a member of the Dallas Wings. But it was straight Angel takeover during her rookie season when Enrique was the franchise player. Yes, they are moving to the bigger arena because of Paige. If you want to believe otherwise, okay, believe otherwise. But the numbers say otherwise.
I live here, Duval. I live in the Dallas area, and I told you, and you were like, I don't know. I was like, there's been a shift, Duval.
Yeah, you said that from the beginning.
Since Paige was drafted over number one.
Nah, you didn't say that when Paige was drafted. You said that well before Paige was drafted. You said that when they got the pick.
Yes.
I said this gonna be a Enrique team. She said no.
No, it's gonna be Paige team.
And it became Paige team.
It became Paige team.
I thought I was like, nah, Enrique played at a high level because this is at the time Enrique was scoring 25 points a game.
She was.
I'm like, they ain't finna move Enrique just like that. This is Enrique team. What you mean?
No.
You like, no. I'm here. They got billboards for pages. Believe me, it ain't what you think. And I had to concede once I seen it for myself during the season or Paige rookie year. Like, oh, yeah, this is they moved on for Enrique Because I thought Enrique was going to be going because of that.
Well, look at Kathy Thomas. She say, I have been a season ticket holder from day one, and Paige is the franchise player, and it's the needle mover for the Dallas Wings. Thierry is also a season ticket holder too, and she said, I believe we're moving because of Paige and her draw.
Yes.
Now you cannot like it, but I'm just telling you what the truth of the situation is. Not saying that people don't still love Enrique, because they do.
Mm-hmm. Not like that. Not like Paige though.
But she didn't have the fanfare that Paige had.
To the point where Paige got NBA players start to come there to watch her, like Kyrie Irvings and the Durant's. They came to start watching her and stuff like that, and brought their daughters and stuff like I said. So ghosts of whoever the hell you are, you could argue with yourself at this point, but the numbers don't lie.
No,
they ain't start talking about having a new practice facility until Paige got there. Just like it wasn't no secret that, and I hate to bring this up, that Chicago Sky fought for years not to get a practice facility. And then Angel got there her regular year and sat down with them and had a dinner before the All-Star game during that week. And that Wednesday, they had a practice facility going up. And then when she left, they didn't even finish the shit. Good job, Chicago Sky.
Yeah. And I agree with you, Sierra. Some the NBA players did come to watch Enrique because they support their sister team that was in the city. Mm-hmm. So, it's a couple of times I didn't, roll up in there. Dirk will be up in there. He missed the Dallas anyway. So, and other players from the Dallas Mavericks will be, supporting the women. So and that's how it is in Dallas anyway. I don't know about other cities, but we support each other. But I would say this. How can I put it? Games against the Golden State Valkyries going to the big arena wasn't going on during Enrique's tenure.
Not at all.
It went to the big arena because of the demand. Yes. That the Golden State Valkyries was coming in town and Paige was going to go up against. It used to be, once 2024 came, it used to be just the Caitlin Clark games. It's not just the Caitlin Clark games anymore.
No.
Because Paige is there.
Yes.
So it is what it is. But
there's a reason why Paige got 36 national TV games. She got second most in the whole league. Now, I think part of that because they didn't know where Angel was going, so they couldn't give it to Chicago Sky, and she wasn't going to be there. And I don't think they knew in time to give it to the Dream. But if you notice, Keysha, they moved already 6 games to national primetime games because of Angel, including the one that was on Tuesday. The one that we saw, that wasn't the schedule a primetime game originally. That was a regular league pass game. Mm-hmm. They moved that to a ESPN game because Angel, her impact on the Dream. So Angel had 6 games already moved because of from league pass to regular national TV game. And who knows how many more games she gonna get moved because they got 10 left. I can see 5 on getting moved to national TV games too, and that kind of balance it out. You see what I'm saying?
Oh no, I know what you're saying, and Kathy is right. I mean, Enrique is a type of a star. She's not a she's not a jealous horse. She wanted Paige. There's no doubt about that. She wanted Paige to be drafted, so they don't have no problems.
No, not at all.
Because she not no jealous chick.
No.
She know what she brings to the table too. So Enrique has her own aura, and old school Dallas Wings fans, y'all know for a fact, we love Enrique Ogwumike. So
I would say this.
It's just the newer version, just a newer person coming in, had a lot of hype. Mm-hmm. And the other thing about Paige is she lived up to the hype.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna say this one last thing because I know we gotta get to more stuff pertaining to this topic.
Yeah.
Paige, I'm gonna tell you the difference between Paige and Enrique. Rika is not somebody. She's a great player, but she's quiet. She wants to just be on the court. If that makes sense. I hate to say it. I hope I said it correctly. She just want to be a basketball player. Mm-hmm. Paige is a draw. Paige is she's box office. She might not be box office like Angel is, but she is box office. She is somebody that people gravitate to. She got her own fan base. That UConn fan base real. That's something else that Keysha had to tell me.
Yeah,
because I had to learn the hard way. Like, oh, they tearing Kenny Carter ass up and got her ass up out the paint. I think that happened. I'm like, nah, they don't got it like that. Keisha's like, you just don't know.
Them Huskies, boy, them Huskies don't play, man.
They got her ass hard though.
Baby, them Huskies got their own fan base, baby. Them Huskies gonna play. That's why when AZ Fudd was gonna be, because even though AZ Fudd, I ran it out so we can bring it back home, y'all. AZ Fudd had a surgery in 2019 after she tore her ACL and MCL in her right knee. In 2023, she tore her ACL and meniscus in her right knee again and had surgery. That same right knee. Yep. Now, an arthroscopic procedure is scheduled in Connecticut to fix the right knee soreness. So it is still, Chad, the right knee.
If I was her, I go to Dr. Andrews. He's an expert on knee surgeries. I'll go to Dr. Andrews and get my knee checked out and let him.
Because that's too many times that knee didn't get fixed.
So it's something that they doing, Connecticut. But you know, Connecticut, them Huskies, they always loyal to their own. I always preached about that. I said they take care of their own, you know what I'm saying, including this.
So that's why she going back to Connecticut, huh?
Yes, they take care of their own. But she need to go to Dr. Andrews. Dr. Andrews is the expert, the best in America when it comes to knee surgeries. And that'll be the person I would trust with my knees, especially when I know I got a career on the line and money on the line. But anyway, you know, say go do your thing. We can move on.
Yeah. Peter Small say she need to go to Germany like Kobe did. I remember Kobe went all the way over there to Germany. He came back right though.
But that's more of a plasma. That's more taking blood from, I want to say, your leg and then putting it in your knee to get the blood in your knee and stuff like that.
It was some different stuff, huh?
Yeah, that was more of blood transfusion, plasma. That wasn't more like a knee surgery.
And I think we don't do that over here on this side of the
No, because it's illegal in the United States, but Germany they do it.
Yeah, big girl said it's like her knee, a lot of scar tissue. Yeah, man, it is still. I just wanted y'all to know it is still the right knee, and also I know she signed up for Project B and all that stuff, but AZ Fudd need to rest.
Yes,
I don't know what she need to rest and get her knee right.
Yes, her career on the line.
So I don't know if she should do that project. I understand the money is there. I get it, but she's a different type of scenario. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna wish her the best to get better. But she's out for the rest of the season. So that means it's gonna be the Paige and Enrique show in the playoffs. And I think that's a miss. They're gonna be missing her. So, but anyway. Apparently, Geno and Paige had some kind of altercation. I'm gonna read some of this, y'all. Hold on, let me make this. Okay, I'm gonna read this, and this is from the Apple TV documentary that I'm telling y'all to go watch whenever you get time. I'm gonna start off. Okay, Bueckers, AZ Fudd explains in the episode expected her final year in stores to be fun and easy. Talking about Paige and AZ. It proved to be anything but. Auriemma pushed the superstar to her limit and maybe even beyond as he tried to get the best out of her. The series reveals that the two stopped speaking during the 2024-25 campaign and delves into the moment that they nearly fractured their relationship. So this lets us know that Paige and Geno were not speaking during after they had this, I guess, blowout or conversation. After UConn's loss to Tennessee in February, the hardest loss, I think, in quite some time, according to the coach. Auriemma put the defeat solely on Bueckers. He believed the loss didn't hurt her as much as it should have, so he set out to change that. During the film session the next day, he tore into Bueckers. Auriemma didn't just criticize her play, he also attacked her as a person, questioning why her teammates should look up to her or follow her. It was awkward to be in there, Sarah Strong says. I wasn't expecting him to attack Paige like that. He was just yelling at her. And I don't know, saying really hurtful things to her. It was really shocking to me. All right. Our friend Dolores says, let me be very clear when I say this. If a black woman head coach ever did this, got this person and created an environment that made teams feel this uncomfortable, they will be fired. So
she's talking about Dawn.
Yeah. She's always talking about Dawn.
But you can finish it up. Go ahead.
I will just say this. And this is probably my question to you, Duval. We already know that Geno has some, how can I put this without being disrespectful? Oh well, some bitch tendency sometimes, you know.
Female tendency, yes.
When he get mad and he think you don't feel the same pain he feels. He wanted you to feel that pain he was feeling for losing to Tennessee.
Yes.
Do you think, because Geno, we have seen Geno cross the line. We've seen Geno cross the line with Dawn. Do you think he crossed the line with Paige? Or do you think this is just hard-nosed, old school coaching? Because I have seen coaches before this new era, let me put it, use any and everything to motivate athletes, whether it was below the belt, under the belt, or else. They have done it. So what do you think?
I think this is not the era to coach the way that he's coaching now. Because these players are sensitive. These players are focusing on their mental health. These players, document hostile working environments. So him acting this way is not conducive to winning, to be honest with you. I mean, this would be acceptable if it was in the late 80s, even early 90s. And I'm not saying he's the only coach that did this, because Pat Summitt was notorious for doing stuff like this.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
But this is not that era anymore. And if Pat Summitt was still living and she was like still in her coaching era, she would have to change her ways too, because she can't coach this way anymore. Now, Dawn somewhat coached like this, but Dawn is cool. And Dawn know how to use words in a way where it don't come across like she berating you, but she getting the best out of you, but she have to do it in a way that, be creative. And I think that's what Geno going to have to learn, because like I said, it's a couple things that been hitting Geno lately. We can't forget about Don Stanley and the lie that she shake his hand and stuff like that. And that looked bad, and Geno never bent the knee. He had to bend the knee.
Yeah, he did, because he was wrong.
He never bent the knee. He always was above the fray. Whatever he did. And he did some horrible things during his tenure as, basketball coach at UConn. And he never bent the knee. But what he did to Don, another all-time great coach, he had to bend the knee. And so now this documentary coming out, how is that also looking at, Geno as somebody that people might want to play for? It might give some people hesitation, like, do I want to go there, or do I want to rather go with what Moki at, or would I rather go with what Don at, or what the lady name is, Corey out of UCLA. They say she's a nice coach, and she say she treats a player well. TCU, they got a program that they constantly getting transfers and they turn them into great players. So it's like it's not the 2000 anymore where Tennessee and UConn is the only options.
True.
There's a lot of options now, including Notre Dame with what's the lady name? Miss Wiley.
Miss Ivy.
Miss Ivy, yeah. Miss Ivy, she's well respected, well regarded. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, these players got options. You got Kentucky, you got UNC, North Carolina. People like going there. People like going to Texas Tech. People like going to what's the place? Not Texas, but Oklahoma with what's the girl name? Chavez. And so again, Geno got to be careful why he being perceived lately. Because it can't ruin his reputation. It can't be the linchpin that caused him to, you know what I'm saying, leave earlier than expected. Because like I said again, this is not your old school era anymore. This is not your mom and pop era. Nobody don't want to go in an environment where, you know what I'm saying, they can feel like they could be disrespected and it could be unchallenging, you know what I'm saying, and unchecked by, you know, NCAA and the people at large. And so now it's just like he had to be careful because, like I say, this Stephanie White, she got terminated for a hostile working environment during her tenure in Vanderbilt.
She learned from it. That's why. Yeah.
I was about to say Cheryl Swoops, same thing. She got terminated from, I want to say, Louisiana Tech or Texas.
One of them.
Yeah, for hostile working environment. Like I say again, this is a different era, and he don't want to get pushed out because he refused to adapt to what, you know what I'm saying, where everybody is now, especially these the Gen Zs and these newer age kids. They think different now. They don't, you know what I'm saying, they don't allow you to just treat them in the kind of way and treat them like they in the military and everything cool. They don't mind saying, hey, my mental health is being affected based on the way that you are treating me. And so you have to be careful, Geno. Because like I said, you're already on strike one with Dawn. I think I'm telling you, with Dawn, I'm not Dawn herself. I'm talking how the masses view you.
Yeah.
With the Dawn situation.
How you be talking to people, you know, you think you untouchable.
Yes. Because for that moment, he was untouchable. Before that moment, nothing stuck.
Right.
And there was a lot of things that was out there way before that Don Stanley moment. It just never stuck to him. He was Teflon Don. He was Teflon Geno. And now that's the first thing that kind of stuck to him. And now with this coming out, how's that going to be stuck to him when it comes to how the masses view this documentary, this Apple documentary? If he got other stuff that coming out, man, he might not survive it. So he, like I said again, Geno, I know you said it 3. You have to be careful in your later years of your career because you want to leave on your own terms. You don't want to be pushed out.
Right.
Because, you know what I'm saying, your behavior came more toxic than your coaching resume. That's all I can say, Keysha.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I you know me. I'm gonna tell y'all, Chad. I am probably a mixture of both. I am hard nosed when I have to be, but I'm also a player's coach. But because I think you have to at least give young people. You have to hold them accountable, and just because everybody's sensitive, we can't change that fact of holding people accountable. But we also still have to be respectful if we want them to respect us as leaders. We have to actually respect them. See, back when we was growing up, you know, you didn't have to earn respect. Respect was given as us as children or as athletes. You just gave respect. You didn't have to that coach or that teacher didn't have to earn respect. It was just given. This new age of young people, you need to earn that respect now. You ain't gonna just walk in the room and just be like, you know, I can cuss you out, you know, just cause I'm the coach. No, if you earn my respect, then you can cuss me out. What the hell? That's how they feel.
I'm gonna add to that before you keep going.
Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
tell you the difference between what you're talking about. I'm gonna add to what you're saying. I'm gonna tell you what the difference between back then and now. Back then, we was taught to respect authority.
Yes.
Now, we are taught to challenge authority. There's a
Mm.
difference. Back then, players did what they told and don't answer the questions because we were taught growing up to respect authority like the military.
Yes.
Now, we is taught to challenge authority. So when a player or a coach asks you to do something, players gonna ask why. What is the benefit of me doing it the way that you want me to do it? And
Yes.
that's where the difference is. It wasn't like that back then. Back then, players did what they was told. Now players are only doing what they feel is right. And so if they don't feel like it's right, they're gonna challenge you. They're gonna challenge you why. And if you can't explain why, they're not gonna do it. But get the
And you
money,
know
Keysha.
why? And you know why, right? Because as time evolved, we realized that if everybody that is your leader or your coach might not have your best interests at heart. And if you don't question the reason why you doing a certain thing, it can lead to your demise. Let me get to. So there's been a lot of athletes who probably could have went further in their athletic career, but because they listened to authority and didn't challenge it, some of them didn't make it. Hold on.
Of course.
Oh snap! Thank you. Wait, hold on, chat. Thank you, Nneka Fawcett, for the $5 super chat. At Duval, which game totals or spreads do you feel most confident about this weekend? I'll give 10 membership. That man trying to get you.
No, I'm gonna tell
Which?
you.
Hold on
Portland.
before you say that. Peter Small said Kia Nurse need to be making Subway sandwiches. Keep going.
I'm gonna say to answer her question. And thank you for the super chat. We truly appreciate you. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Portland. Portland
Mm.
tanking.
Mm.
Portland is tanking. They out of it. I mean, I think even the Sparks, you could say, okay, the Sparks, they trying to get into Juju sweepstakes, but like I said, Nneka's still playing at a good level. Hammond's still playing at a good level.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Baby Ray Pereira is playing at a high level. She should have been somewhere else. So they still got a few players that still fighting. I think that Portland situation, Bridget Carter, she was playing good at the beginning, but I think that slowed down.
Yeah.
Letty played good throughout, but I think she's not enough. I think everybody else is just guys like Gustafson and all them. I think, especially because Angel is playing, they're going to blow Portland out. Now, if Angel wasn't playing, it'll be a different situation. Because the numbers show that when Angel's not playing, the defensive number is 108 compared to when Angel's playing, the defensive number is 98. That's a big difference. That's a big jump. That's the reason why when Angel ain't played that one game, they got blown out by Portland at home. And Portland was near the better team as, you know what I'm saying, the dream, even without Angel. So I would say, if I had to guess, I would say the Portland team truly trying to tank. I just think at that point, it's just like, you know what I'm saying, why fight for it? You know what I'm saying? You just might as well just get to the bottom and see what draft pick you get that could really take the team over the top. Maybe they try to get somebody like Madison Booker or, you know what I'm saying, Ashton Watkins or somebody like that.
You know who else I think is trying to do something too to make sure they get to the top? Because you already mentioned Portland. I know you mentioned Connecticut because you know they're trying to get their number 1 overall pick.
They try to get Houston,
Yeah, because they going to Houston, right? And I also think Toronto. I think they didn't just went on, just gonna go and let that go.
Yeah, I can see that. I think Toronto. I think they still trying. It just. I think with Toronto, it's just like they don't have enough.
Right now, they losing right now. To what today is? They lose to the Mystics, 47-60. I just.
Yeah, they just don't have enough because maybe still playing. She balling. She balling at a high level. Now, if you telling me that they held out, what's your girl name? Brittany Sykes, as long as they did to try to put themselves in a position to tank.
She hasn't entered the game today.
Yeah, that's questionable. But I wouldn't think somebody like, and I wouldn't think somebody like what's your girl?
I think they just letting Mabry get the best season of her career. You know what I'm saying? But they not really trying to win no more.
I just thought about something before we move on. I got a conspiracy theory, Keysha. Do you think they let Mabry pull up those numbers so they can flip her?
They might.
Maybe All-Star coming off her best season, All-Star season. A contending team might.
If I was them, what they need to me is they need a dominant post.
But this is what I'm saying, Keysha. If you saying they tanking, right? You know what I'm saying? If you saying they tanking,
they 10 and 24. I mean, you know.
If you get 2 picks in the top 7, and you get like a Massive Booker and somebody else, a Massive Booker and Ashton Watkins, or a Massive Booker and Michaela Williams, that's not a bad place to start to like rebuild your team. Because what you got to think about too is a lot of those teams gonna look at the Mystics how they did it.
Yeah, I think he only got 1 pick though, which would be in the top 5.
But this, you're not following me. You're not following me, Keysha. You're not following me, my sister. I'm saying, what happens if a team want to get Mabry with the season that she had for a pick in this year's draft? Well, the coming up draft, I mean.
Maybe.
That's what I'm saying. Why, if she putting those numbers up like she putting those numbers up, I'll give you a perfect example. I'm gonna give you a team that I'm talking about.
Her salary is a lot.
I'm gonna give you a team that I'm talking about, right? Let's just say, hypothetical. Kelsey Plum don't come back. What happened? Toronto do a 3-team trade with Phoenix, and somebody that probably picking in the top, let's just say top 5 or 6. Who else picking in the top 5 or 6?
The only people is Connecticut, Toronto, Chicago, Seattle, and the Sparks.
What happened? Seattle won it. What happened? Seattle feel like the pick that they got is too far out to get somebody like a Juju or Hidalgo or like I said, a Massive Booker, and they maybe don't look at Michaela Williams the way that we look at Michaela Williams. What happened? They'll rather have Mabry instead and have Mabry with Flajay and our fam and Mononga. They ain't bad.
Yeah, they ain't bad. They just gotta wait for the drawings or the balls to drop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, what happened? They fall out of a spot that they feel like they want a certain player there. They might take that pick and say, you know what? Let's get Marina Mabry, get with Flajay, and then you still got what, Houston and what's your girl name? Houston and Mecca Boy coming off the bench, or you might could flip one of those two. Like I said, Seattle ain't bad for a Mabry if they want to, speed up that rebuild.
Yeah, they can take on her salary because it's high.
Yes. So I'm just saying. So I'm feeding into your conspiracy theory that they tank it too, and I'm saying they gonna tank. They might flip Mabry for a pick.
They might. Or they might stay with the youth movement and do like the Mystics do and pick up some more people with their picks. Because them top 5s, I mean, because you can get Michaela Williams yourself. Or for Wale or whoever's on the big board. It depends on what your vision is what I'm saying.
Because think about this.
Because the Hannah Hidalgo or whatever is out, Talasia Cooper. There's some couple of people out there that you can get a score on your own. You don't have to get one from Toronto.
Yeah. But like I said, what happened if they want to speed up that rebuild and maybe a pick that they wanted that they was out of reach of a player that they desire, and maybe they go that route.
Yeah, it just depends on what they trying to do. Because I don't know about that coach. I don't know if she just want to be with the young people or if she want to be with. Because if you take on Mabry, you can't be doing all that goofy stuff she was doing this year.
Yeah, cause like people like Samaya Nichols, you know what I'm saying? She's official too. You know what I'm saying? She's
Yeah.
shoe guard and stuff like that. So like I said, it's plenty people out there. But like I said, wherever they have the 5th pick, but they don't want Mikael Williams. And they'll rather just go with the veteran instead. And like I said, speed of rebuild. Like I said, we just don't know.
Yeah, I just don't know. I'm just telling you, they might. It depends on they mindset what they trying to do. Because Mabry gonna be sitting up there going, I don't want to go through another rebuild. You know how she did.
Yeah, because she did it with Connecticut last year. She did it with the Sky before that. Yes.
Yeah. But that's the only thing with her. I don't, same thing with, and then then Toronto will be giving up on the whatever vision they had when they signed them to the max deals.
Because like let's just say Toronto, let's just say if Seattle wasn't, we can move on after this. Let's just say Seattle fall into the 6th spot. That 6th spot might be in a spot where they got for Wiley and Tessa Johnson. And you might like their upside, but maybe Seattle felt like, dang, they ain't showed me enough throughout
They're
their
not gonna
career.
fall into the 6th spot. They're gonna be in the top 5. The only people that are gonna be in the 6th spot is what you call them people?
Not the new people, because that's next year's
Not
draft.
the new, but the Portland Fire is at the 6th spot. Remember, they haven't had a draft.
I thought they had. Okay, I thought they had the draft on last year.
No, they had that. What you call that?
Expansion draft. I know.
Yes,
But I thought they had the regular draft too.
They picking 6 just like the expansion teams picked last year, 6th and 7th.
You sure? Because remember Toronto had. But I'm saying, remember Toronto had picked what's the girl named Kiki Rice. They both had been in the draft last year for that to happen.
Yeah, because they had already. Toronto not picking the Tempo are picking 2nd this year, according to this.
But I'm saying
So I don't know how that. All I'm telling you is I'm looking at the mock draft.
But so let me ask you. So I think you're saying. So do they have to be eligible for that 2-year thing to be in the top 5?
I think so.
Okay, now that would make sense because I know.
Yeah.
I know WNBA. You have to have they combined record 2 years to be somebody that can be in the lottery.
That's what it is because let me see. Okay, yeah, because see.
I thought you were trying to say they weren't in the draft at all. I'm like, no, they Toronto picked Kiki Rice last year.
What was it? And Portland picked somebody too?
Yeah, I forgot who Portland picked up, but I know Toronto picked Kiki Rice.
Shit.
I think they picked up the foreigner.
Oh, that's why I don't remember. Okay, moving on. Yeah. But yeah, I think you got to be in a 2-year winning percentage thing.
Yeah, because they combined the records of 2 years to determine if you could be in the lottery or not.
You know how this thing go. That's one of the things we dive into when it's almost time for the draft.
Yeah, so if they can't fall in the top 5, but let's just say they're in this. Let's just say they're in this 5th spot.
See, the problem with the Portland Fire is, to your point, see, they record right now is 15 and 20. Yeah. They're not as bad as the rest of them. Connecticut, Tempo, Chicago, Seattle. Connecticut got 9 wins. Toronto got 10. Chicago got 14. And the more Chicago, see, the trip part about Chicago, what they goofy self, the more they win, the more their chances go down.
Nah, but that what helps them. Cause remember they got Washington got that pit swap.
True.
So if they win, that pit swap be a lot more unattractive to Washington than they would have been in, saying losing mode, and they would have been in the top 3 slot, and then Washington said, nope, that's my pick. So they might, they might put themselves in a situation where they got a lottery with, say Washington be like, man, I ain't worried about it now. Y'all got it.
Seattle only got 7 wins. Yeah. Sparks only got 12 wins. So, Portland is actually got 15. So they just outside of that top 5.
Well, we'll see.
But I really do think the Tempo. I mean, they ain't won a game since Never mind. Moving on.
Well, we'll see.
They ain't won a game since protected species. Anyway,
Yeah,
I think
back
I
to the
think
regular schedule program.
back to the regular special program. Okay, hold on. This is Geno words. He says, I took a risk and I said she's either going to quit or she's going to change. Auriemma explains. So I tried to hurt her like losing hurts. During the film session next day, he tore into Bueckers. Auriemma didn't just criticize her play. He also attacked her as a person, questioned why her teammates should look up to her or follow her. So he was all right with either one of the other, Duval. Either she going to take it or she going to quit.
He had a reputation there, because like I said, somebody mentioned in the chat, and I remember this like yesterday. Della John was at Connecticut. And Della John, she left partially because she was homesick, but she left because of Geno too. So then that's when she played at, I want to say, Indiana State. And she pursued her career there. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like I say again, this ain't like back in the day where this is where the tricky spot is at. This is where people have to
And Della Dunn still became a Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer. But this is what people have to realize. Damn, highlight my girl Elite Foster.
I am. I was letting you finish talking.
Go ahead. Nah, I can stop. Go ahead.
That's a crazy looking cat, Lincoln Foster. Thank you for gifting 10 Cut the Itch Real Talk Sports membership. Appreciate you. All right, go ahead.
I can't get one of the memberships? Okay.
You don't need no damn membership.
I didn't mean to say Indiana State, Delaware State. I apologize, Jamama. You're right, Delaware State. But I know she transferred. And see, the difference between back then and now is like, back then, the coaches had all the power. Because if you try to transfer, you had to wait for a year, and you wasn't getting no money up front. It was under the table that they gave you money if you got in it. Now with the NIL deals, and these players got agents now. In college, they got agents.
They do.
So you got these players treating y'all like year contracts.
You cuss me out, tell me my mama ugly, I'm gone.
Out of here.
Right.
These players ain't playing no more.
Right. I know what you're saying.
Especially if they good. If they good, out of there. Go somewhere else. And I'm gonna take the money y'all gave me. I'm not giving it back. And I'm gonna take the other people's money and I'm gonna stack that up so me and my mom get out together and we can still get that house that we want.
right.
So
it's different now.
And so these coaches know that, and that's why they trying to change the rules in Congress, you know what I'm saying? Because they feel like the player got too much power.
Oh, yeah, they want to slow down that power, yeah.
Yeah, so now, because like I said, now the school they're taking them in got to pay them. And then these players getting recruited throughout the season, and the school can't do nothing about it because it's all legal now. So the agents recruiting other teams throughout the season, seeing what other teams going to offer said player, and said player at the end of the year. This is why Nick Saban retired. Said player went at the end of the year and asked Saban, hey, what can you do for me so I can make more money next year or get a starting spot? And Saban ain't want to deal with that no more. Nah. Saban used to having all the power. Now, these players got all the power now.
I got a question for you. You know, Dolores said, you know, if there would have been a black woman, she would have got fired.
Yes.
Do you think so? Do you really think so?
Because 2 black women did get fired for that.
But some black women do it and don't get fired. You know how many black coaches that cussed out players? Yes. And told them they wasn't shit?
But this is a new era too. Now these players talk on social media. Now these players talk to the blogs. Now these players talk to these news channels. So now the players make it hot now. So
I think it depends on the cachet of the coach.
Of course. Now, Don can get away with it because Don cool. You see what I'm saying? So when you're cool like Don, you could get away with that. But maybe Ivy can't get away with that in Notre Dame.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? So that, like I say, it's a different conversation. So the Lord's wrong about a lot of things. But I can't say she's all the way wrong about that. Because unfortunately, there is a double standard for African American women coaches than it is for their counterparts when it comes to the standards and expectations.
So I wanna make sure I nail down this conversation. So somebody calling you out as a player in front of the team is you saying he got some type of privilege to be able to call out a player, a star player, where Belichick did it all the time to Tom Brady.
Of course, that's Tom Brady, and that's the NFL. You got
He
to
was
think
a
about.
star player. I'm just saying.
No. Tom Brady was the best player all time at that time. But you got to think about it. If Tom Brady was okay with it, because he knew that created the culture of the Belichick way, because he always talked about it. If Tom Brady was okay with the Patriot way, and that's by him getting yelled at and screamed at by Bill Belichick, then of course that's cool. I'm talking about the player that might not be okay with that.
Stop 1 minute. So if this is the question I'm asking. So if Bill Belichick had the same demeanor and he was black, do you think Tom Brady would have been okay with it? If he knew he was coaching him to greatness?
Might have been, yes. Nobody died in that. Just like, remember Greg Popovich, he's a white coach. He did it to Tim Duncan. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not just who the coach is to the color of your skin. It's who you doing it to, and would that player allow you to be coached like that? Gotcha. Because if you don't, and you're a black...
Go ahead.
What I'm trying to say is, if that player's not okay with it, and that player make the block is hot, and you're a black coach, you might not get away with it, or might not get the grace, like a Geno under the same scenario. Especially with Geno because of his resume. Like I said again, Geno did a lot of stuff before now. What he did to Don was the first time that he got called out to the point where he had to bend the knee. And we never seen that. Can we be correct by that?
Yeah.
We seen a lot of coaches that did less than Geno, and were not even close. Not only had to bend the knee, but their coaching career was compromised based on circumstances. And just like even like right now, what Bill Belichick, and he's in trouble with North Carolina. The block is high as over there. People starting to like leak stuff to the media and stuff like that. They trying to get rid of him. So again, it's not just about...
He is an acquired taste.
Yes, he is. Him and the girlfriend, 24 years old, but I guess, he still could get it up, but hey, it is what it is.
All I'm telling you is, you know why I was asking you all them questions? Is because I am from Louisiana and I am from the South. And more times than not, a lot of black coaches are disrespecting some athletes.
Yeah. I'm not knocking that at all. Not knocking that. But what I'm saying is, in today's era, with all the social media and everything, the player could make it easier to make the block hot than they did back then.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
And if that's the case, the black coach might not get the same type of grace as a white coach or a Geno. Put it this way.
I do.
Wait a minute, all that stuff that been said in this articles that we read, right? Take Geno off of it and make it Ivy. That's a new story.
Ivy?
Yeah. Now that's a story. Now
it's still a story now.
It's still a story, but there's certain people that might not even touch it. Like let's just say Dan Patrick of NBC with his show. That's a Geno show. Where say that Geno spot where he go and do his interviews and stuff.
Yeah, he got more connections, so people,
So a lot of people ain't, a lot of people ain't gonna touch that, but that's Ivy. So Dan Patrick might touch that story.
I'm with you. I feel
what I'm saying? First Take might touch that story. It could be different. Like I said, just it's a different era. So it's just a matter of who the person is. Like I said, Don could get away with it. Cause Don, like I said, Don the cool coach. She's the all-time great. Mocha could get away with it.
Yeah.
Cause even though Mocha had hit piece after hit piece after hit piece, she survived it.
Yeah.
Which if it was other coaches, black coaches in that same situation, they probably wouldn't survive that.
You know why that is, right? You know why a lot of those coaches can survive these things? Because they win.
Yeah, their resume.
Uh-huh. Now if it was I don't know,
Like say Ivy ain't never won a championship.
some podunk coach somewhere, just cussing people out, ain't winning nothing too. It tends to get sketchy.
Yeah, just like what you got with, like I said, Cheryl Swoops, Cynthia Cooper. They coach schools. They got they legendary players. They have a WNBA cachet or resume, but they don't have a resume in college of winning. And so when they did what they have done, they got rid of them.
Mm-hmm.
Those schools got rid of them.
Yep, they did.
They ain't get them the grace they would have gave, like I said, Miss Coach Corey out of UCLA, who took 11 years to win a championship. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, she's been there a while.
But she'll tread water for a long period of time, and she had her share running for her players to the point where what's the player name? Barker. I remember when Barker played.
Barker.
Yeah, she played Tennessee this year, right?
Yeah, she wouldn't even
shake her hand.
Yeah, I know.
And so, like I said, what happened? There was a Cheryl Swoops that was coaching that school, and that happened. That would have been a story.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been, people would have been following up. Like, that probably would have been a question in the press conference. Like, why is your former player shake your hand? What's going on there? And she probably would have explained that. So that's why I said, that's why the rules of the game are different.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you.
That's why I said Dolores is wrong about a lot of things, but she's not completely wrong about that.
No, she's not.
But I think she only talking about Don Sterling. I'm thinking, no, you're wrong about Don Sterling. If black coaches that couldn't do that,
yeah,
but Don Sterling could get away with that.
I think Don. I think she's wrong on that part. I think Don would survive. Now, other black coaches probably.
Yeah,
not.
but Don would survive that.
Don would survive. So she's being disingenuous on that part.
Don would survive that big time. Because, like I said, her platform, like I said, even like somebody like Flo Wiley, they ain't in on the best of terms. But she ain't down on Don Sterling yet.
No.
Because she respect Don Sterling and who she is and her resume and what she mean to the black community. She know what the backlash would be if you was to dime out Don Sterling. So all that factors in.
And guess what? Paige did the same thing. She waited.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
She didn't say nothing until it was all over.
Sarah Strong said something that's interesting because she still got to play there.
Now she's still there.
Yeah.
So,
but Sarah Strong probably know, you know what I'm saying, I'm in charge.
Right.
Because,
it'll be real public if he just suddenly start treating her different,
Not only that, if Sarah Strong be on the market, how many millions of dollars she would make?
No.
Man, South Carolina will find money at Earl Dukes and Maurice's and, you know what I'm saying? All of it. They would find that money somewhere. You know what I'm saying? They were at, what it called? North Carolina State. South Carolina State. They would find that money somewhere to try to get her. Man, what you think Texas will come up with that money?
Look, before we get off of this, I do have something I want to show because you had brought it up when we was talking before, but I want to show it and make them to go watch it because we got to get to the next topic, but I do want to show it because, sometimes, the ball be wanting to be messy and I'll be trying to hold him back, I don't know why I be trying to hold him back because I'm messy too all the time. But, just so y'all know, go watch the series, Paige Bueckers and AZ Fudd speak publicly for the first time about their romantic relationship in a docu-series on Apple TV. It's a 3-part series titled The Dynasty, UConn Huskies. There's a quote from Paige, and it said from AZ Fudd, a quote from AZ Fudd. Paige and I are a couple, and everyone close to us that was important knew. But it was kind of one of those things. It's private. Not a secret, but it's private. Well, Apple TV got what we already knew.
Mm-hmm.
There it is, chat.
I'm gonna say two things, then we can move on. I'm glad she got to break it on her terms.
Yeah.
Instead of letting the Dallas media force her to break a story that she wasn't ready for yet.
Yes.
So I'm glad she broke it on her terms. So that's number one. So I'm happy for her.
Mm-hmm.
But this gonna become a story again.
I know, huh?
Cause Olivia Miles, if Olivia Miles wasn't playing the way she was playing, this would be a non-issue.
Right.
But when Olivia Miles playing like this, they're gonna feel like, so you chose love over greatness?
Yeah.
That's what people gonna ask.
Yeah.
Because you put Olivia Miles on that team with Paige, they probably championship favorites. With that same squad they got now, with Olivia Miles, they probably championship favorites. I don't know too many teams that would be beating that. Because she'll get a renaissance year out of Enrique. The same way she did with Josh Howard, Natasha Howard and Kayla McBride and Courtney Williams. I strongly believe she would get a career year out of Enrique. Olivia Miles was playing with Dallas instead of Asia Ford. And imagine how Jessica Shepard would look with Olivia Miles instead of Asia Ford. Them numbers would be ridiculous.
Dare I say Alana Smith might have even looked better.
Yes. And so that's what I'm saying. So this going to be a story again. Because people going to ask. So, Paige, so you telling me you seen Olivia Miles average, 25, 27 points a game in college? She had a couple of 40-point games at TCU. And that wasn't good enough. But what Asia Ford was doing in her college season, which was very, may I say, mediocre, okay. And her championship tournament was we went through the numbers, very underwhelming.
And on top of that, Olivia Miles is healthy.
And the people going to ask questions. So you chose love over basketball? This ain't gonna be the end of that. This ain't gonna be the end of this story. I'm telling you.
Duval. Well, you know.
Yeah. Because
this story is gonna follow this team.
Yes.
Just like Sonia Citron follows the Chicago Sky.
And just like until Olivia Miles became Olivia Miles, the Lynx Angel.
Yeah, just like that story just kept, everybody keeps going back to, like with the Chicago. They could have had Sonia Citron. I just seen, before you even get to Angel, I just seen somebody post on Twitter about Ariel Atkins has only scored over, I think, 15 or 20 points, something like that.
15 points 4 times.
4 or 5 times this season.
Yes. It's bad.
Games after that, she been under 10 points or some shit, people say. And they said
times.
they gave her $1 million something dollars. I'm talking about the Sparks gave her $1 million.
Yes.
They got rid of the pick for the Chicago Sky to get her instead of Sonya Citron. And they talk about Ariel Atkins has been out here stealing money and stealing picks. I just seen that on Twitter.
Yeah, I seen it too. She get $2.3 million for the next 2 years. And she made $1.2 million this year.
And she ain't doing a thing for the Sparks. She was in actuality, she was a little better in Chicago. She done fell completely off the cliff in Los Angeles.
She in Jewel Lloyd category.
So those picks and what those picks become follows you. So in this Dallas situation, just like the trade of Angel to Atlanta, and I know a lot of people was like, no, they didn't give away that pick. Yeah, they gave peanuts, man. All this stuff people start to talk about. And the same thing gonna happen with the Dallas Wings, because if they never get the full potential, I would say this, out of AZ Fudd, what happens to the culture of this Dallas team if they have to at some point move on? Not saying that this is going to happen, but if they ever have to move on from Ainsley Fudd because of her health, how does that work out with your superstar?
I'm gonna say this because you know what I'm saying. The chat like to attack me, and I love the chat.
What
And
they
say,
tell you about? I wasn't reading. Go ahead.
nah, they said they wasn't bad. I love the chat. They said Olivia Miles might not look the way that she look in Dallas, the way that she look in Minnesota because she is a great coach. And I will say this: it don't take a great coach to say that I'm gonna change my offense from 5 out to pick and roll because that was basically Olivia Miles running.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Fernandez will look at the film and said, "Oh, she's great in pick and roll. We need to run pick and roll."
Yeah, pretty much.
And that wouldn't have been hard to do. And
No,
now Sharon
not at all.
Reese, she's the best coach in WNBA history. No
I
doubt
agree with
about
that.
it. She's the best coach in WNBA history. Nobody disputing that.
No,
But it wouldn't have been hard to say, you know what, Living might play better in pick and roll. I think Paige would be better coming off the ball and just shooting, catching and shooting. Rike catch and shoot. And that she would have made Dallas so much better it would have been ridiculous.
Duval, even in Minnesota, Paige would have been just like Courtney Williams.
Yes.
Courtney Williams, sometimes she handled the ball.
Yes.
Olivia goes off ball. They go back and forth, back and forth. The majority of the time, Olivia is handling the rock. I don't
Yes.
think Paige would have had any problem with that because she could have just get buckets, or
Yes.
she can help facilitate when Olivia wasn't on the floor. That's exactly what Minnesota does. So
I disagree. People say Paige ain't bad off the ball. Yes, she is. She is a catch and shoot person. Paige
she
can
can do
catch and
both.
shoot. Now she's a great creator as well, but she's a great catch and shoot person
Yes,
and very efficient.
that's
It
why
would have worked.
that's why she's a little bit better than some of y'all favorites.
Yes.
She can. The only thing Paige, the only thing Paige can't do at an elite level is defense.
Yes.
I'm
But
sorry to tell y'all that. That's
she
it.
will a defender. She's a willing defender, but she's bad.
Yeah, that's the only thing. But on the offensive side of the ball, play on the ball, play off the ball. She
Slasher.
can slash. She can do all that. She can midi threes. When she was coming into the league, the three was wasn't her strong suit, and she
Yeah.
then started to correct that. So because she was always the midi queen, even in
Yeah.
college.
Yes.
But since she's been in the league, she's even shooting a higher percentage than Caitlin, who three is her specialty.
Yes.
She's
Speaking of
just
Kate,
she's just an elite scorer. That's what she is.
speaking of Caitlin, a couple of her fans in the chat. Hi fans, we love y'all here. But either way, like I said, she would have worked in. She would have worked in Dallas. She would have worked in anywhere. Because it's not a coach with that salt can look at the film and say, "Hey, we need to do this
Lucky,
type of offense to maximize
hold
her."
on. Lucky, I guess. And when have you ever seen Paige do a pick and pop mid range shot?
That's all
He
she
must,
do.
he must don't watch her play then.
That's all she do. And Keysha been to several games this season.
I
Several.
watched Paige in person. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, Lucky, I guess.
Her and Big Girl.
I suggest you go to the League Pass and put on some Paige Bueckers games. And then come back and talk to me.
Her and Big Girl watched her in person several times. Several. That's Paige's game.
There's nothing offensively Paige can't do.
Paige did some catch and shoot in Geno's system.
She did that in college.
She wasn't always on the ball.
No.
She did some catch and shoot in Geno's system.
Because Geno had a point guard. What was that girl name? I think she kept getting hurt.
Caitlin Chen.
No,
She had
somebody
Caitlin
before
Chen.
her.
What's other?
Hold on. What was the girl name? Because she was very where was she?
I know she had
Nika
Caitlin Chen her
Mule.
last year. Nika Mule, yeah.
She
What
was
they
their
did.
point guard. She came in the same time, maybe a year before her. I can't remember. She
Yes.
got drafted. And remember, she had
She got drafted in
the
2024 draft.
the visa issue, and everybody was rooting for her, but she kept getting hurt. She got hurt
Yeah.
overseas. She was their point guard. She was at UConn from 2020 to 2024, and she was the point guard. Paige went back and forth with her. I think some of y'all ain't watched this young lady play and just be running y'all mouth.
And that's okay.
And that's okay.
But we're going to move on because we can't dominate our show on there. And Keysha got, a game to call tonight.
I do. Don't get me talking about my girl.
But either way, you know what I'm saying? Live your mouth. Would have worked with Dallas. I promise you.
Yeah, of course. Just like she worked with Courtney Williams. I told you she was going to work with Courtney Williams. You was like,
I didn't think it would work. I didn't think it was going to work.
I said the ball was going to work.
I didn't think it was going to work. I'm like, Courtney Williams been dominating the ball. She made it work.
No,
that's why I said
Olivia Miles can work with anything pretty much. That's just her.
You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is this: she would have worked in the system, and it wouldn't have been hard for a coach to look at film and say, "This is what she do best. This is what we need to do to get the best out of her." Only team that I think would have been cuckoo not to play her the way that she should be played is probably Chicago. And you know Chicago, because they do some weird stuff out there.
They probably did their own thing. Yeah.
They probably have her catch and shoot.
Who knows? Who knows what would have went on?
And then we'll try to blame her for being bad.
That wouldn't have been what they did. They'd have sent her to the bench because, Vandersloot was they started.
Yeah. She would have did the pick and roll. They would have made Lily Miles catch and shoot like she's Neekins.
I do wonder if they would have drafted Olivia Miles. I always often wonder about the Sky. If they had if Olivia Miles had come out there, and then we're gonna get out. If Olivia Miles had come out that year she was supposed to come out, and they didn't got a chance to draft her, I wonder if Vandersloot would have came in the building.
I think they would draft. I think they would draft her. Angel would still be in there.
You think so?
I think she'd still be in Chicago. I think we'll see the best out of Camilla. I think Camilla will be scoring 17 to 18 points a game with Olivia Miles.
Oh, yeah.
We will be looking at Camilla differently.
Yes.
Instead of her as a good player, we'll be talking about Camilla as one of the best citizens in the league at all-star level. Because that's what Olivia Miles would have did. And she would have did that for Angel, too. They would have had a way better record with them three together, and whoever else would have been around her.
Yes.
That's why I said, if Olivia Miles, like I said, this wasn't no legend. She talked to Angel before she went back to school. Before she decided to go back to school and go to TCU.
Right.
I showed the pictures and everything. So this ain't no legend. If they could have got Olivia Miles at 3, they ain't think she was going to fall to 3. Angel would still be there.
Yeah.
She'll still be in Chicago.
And Camila Cardoso would be like Natasha Howard.
Yes.
Having a
all-star season. She would have had the all-star season last year. She would have had the all-star season this year with Camilla. And we would be talking about Camilla differently. Yep. Especially me.
Yes.
We would have been talking about Camilla differently because, like I said, Camilla's points would have went from 13 to, I believe she would have had 17, 18. I think Angel would have went to 20. And I think those two would have been the twin towers that that Teaspoon envisioned when she had her hand in drafting both of them, but particularly Angel. Like I said again, they still could have had the Kia Nurse in the world, and I think Kia Nurse then would have been better. Because all they would have had to do is catch and shoot.
She just catch and shoot.
Got them open. Yeah. But I think part of the reason why they could have traded up to the 2 spot, because like I told people before, they could have came up the 10 pick and the 3 pick to get to the 2 pick with Seattle.
They didn't think she was worth that.
Not only they think she was worth that, I think Vandersloot ain't want that. Vandersloot ain't want no threat. Because we all know now that Vandersloot is in charge. She runs the organization. And I believe that Vanderloop did not want that. Because they could have easily traded that 10th pick or that 3rd pick to get the 2nd pick. And Living Mouth would have been in Chicago. Angel still would be in Chicago. Camilla would have been a 2-time All-Star. And we would look at Chicago, the organization, and the team differently.
Yeah.
But
woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Yeah, but anyway, let's move on.
But anyway, all right, Jeff P, you got it.
You
Anyway,
got it, brother.
you got it. hit the like button, chat. Hit the like button. You got it.
You got it, brother. My hands are up. My hands are tied.
My hands are up, man. I was just brainstorming. But anyway, hit the like button, chat. Hit the like button. We going to our next topic. Well, Duval. Everybody and their mama was piling on your girl. So much so that
I couldn't do Twitter.
you couldn't do Twitter.
I couldn't do it because I would have cussed somebody out, Keysha, and I would have got banned. I couldn't do it. So, I get a little sensitive when they talk about my goals. So I just like
so much so Duval went off of Twitter. He went off of Threads. He
I
went
decompressed.
off of TikTok, Instagram. He was off of
all
everything.
That's why we have a show Monday, Tuesday. Because I would found stories to talk about. I just y'all got it. I ain't finna do this. I ain't finna do this. I ain't finna get myself banned, and then it'd be hard for us to do stories. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, y'all got it. So I had to decompress.
Even though after the game we came immediately to our post game, and we gave y'all our thoughts and feelings, and we critiqued Angel. We did all that stuff. We gave her the business. We gave the team the business. We gave Ryan Howard the business. We gave everybody the business, and then we took us a 2-day hiatus, and now we back.
We back.
And guess what? Angel Reese said, "I'm back too, bees."
Yes.
All right.
Before you go to the film, Angel Woods, blow that up. Before you go to the film, there, I want to get a big picture thought of the game last night because I didn't do the post game. I had to go to sleep and stuff. Yeah. Let me say this. Last night, the team as a whole played well. But I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be clear when I say this.
Go ahead.
If Tweeter D, Tweeter Dumb, and the third one will all play like that at the same time, with the exception of Minnesota, nobody could beat them. This is what frustrated me last night. This is why I'm so proud of this game last night. I love that they played the way they played. When all three play like that at the same time, nobody but Minnesota could beat them. Nobody. But the problem is, Ryan Howard, you always got to get her at the hotel room and get her at the alarm clock and tell her it's a game today. The other two always playing, but this one don't never want to show up. You know what I'm saying? So, but when all three playing like that, they cannot be beat by anybody. And I'm talking about Valkyries. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, Washington. None of them. Thing is, we can't get all three to play like that. And we got to put some respect on Jordan Kennedy's name. Now, I will say this. First, like I said in the pregame yesterday, Jordan Kennedy played against a Fever. That game over. They went by 15. I'm not even worried about that.
Yeah.
Fever, they got their big one. They need that to keep the rivalry going. Because it's been too one-sided, and people wouldn't care no more. Now people renewed their interest. We see the numbers. We're going to show the numbers in a minute.
We're going to talk about the numbers later. Just keep cooking.
Yeah. Now the rivalry is really renewed. Now everybody, they get that in the first round. Keisha, you talking about that? Them numbers going to be 7-8. Them numbers going to be 7-8. Catcher say, hold on. Can you give it? Can both of y'all give me 2 rounds and we get you in the semifinals and we can work some magic here. So you know what I'm saying. But anyway,
Jordan Canada can't. We're gonna put some respect on Jordan Canada now. Okay.
Now I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna be fair, honest. I still think we need an upgrade over her because We can't win a championship with somebody that has physical limitations, especially on the defensive end, because that compromise everybody else when it comes to their defensive assignments and trying to guard their own man at the same time. Because even last night, if you pay attention last night, if you noticed, Chelsea Gray was putting their ass in the post. A lot of teams start to do that now. A lot of teams start to put Jordan Cannon in the post because they know they could dominate her in that area because she's slight. It's not her fault, but she's slight.
Hold on, Duval. But if they can help out Caitlin Clark, they can help out Jordan Canada.
I think Caitlin Clark falls to Jordan Cannon's hand. I'm gonna tell you why. Caitlin Clark don't go in the post. Caitlin Clark barely even shoot the mirror.
They pull her down there.
Yeah, but they don't pull her down though. See, she barely shoot the mid range. Now she been better at the mid range.
We should pull her down there.
Yeah, we should. But I don't think
we should drag her down to the depths of the deep.
But my thing is, I don't think Caitlin plays like that. That her game is more. She started to just shoot the perimeter. She started to shoot the mid range this year. She better at that. So we at least say. Remember that one of the critiques that we had. At least she worked on that part.
Just hear me what I'm saying. Just listen to me 1 second. All I'm saying is you can at least have one defensive liability on the court, especially if that defensive liability gives you effort on the end, steals balls, getting passing lanes, that type of thing. You just can't afford to have two. Because I'm going to tell you, Nas Himmer was being subbed out for Medina Okai.
And I'm about to tell you, we got two.
So when she went to the bench and Medina Okai was down there and Angel went back to her original position.
Oh, they were good.
And Jordan Canada was still out there. We didn't have no problem.
Yes or no? I'm going to say, I have to be fair. I love me some Okai. Okai did very well offensively. I love her foundation. I wish Angel could pick up that foundation that she has for Okai. She very solid in her mechanics and everything. I'm finna get to that.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about
defensively, she still get lost at times. Now, it didn't hurt her last night. But you can still see that, like I said, with the pick and roll and how her reading the coverages, she still struggled with that a little bit. But that gonna comes with repetition. That's why I said what I said at the beginning of the season. I did not want Bree Jones to play till September. Because a lot of those things that she struggled with defensively, she had to make those mistakes so she can learn from it. She can't make those mistakes if she's sitting on the bench. You see what I'm saying, Keysha? She has to be out there. And she has to be coached. And sometimes you have to be coached while playing to learn how to, learn for her mistakes. Yes.
But Nas knows where to be, and it don't matter.
She got physical limitations too.
Would you prefer the person that makes a mistake who don't have physical limitations?
Yeah, I would rather have
a person that understands everything and still got physical limitations.
I'd rather have Okai. And I've been clear on that. I would rather have Okai.
I'm just saying, last night, even though Boot Scoot is what we call Chelsea Gray was dragging Jordan Canada sometime around. It didn't matter in certain instances because by the time she got to where she was about to go, they were so big down there in the paint.
Yeah.
That it was like, I'm gonna swipe at you too, Boo School. You ain't gonna come back. You come in here, but once you run her in here, you gonna have some problems when you get down here.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. But we still have physical limitations. But like a team like the Fever, they don't play like that. So like I said, that falls to Joy Canada's hands. So even like a team like, I'm gonna give you an example, like when we play the Sparks, Ray Perez don't do that. She try to score on you straight up. So that plays in Jordan Canada's hands. So that won't be exploited. Like when you play Olivia Miles in Minnesota, when you play, Chelsea Gray with, the Aces, when you play, these other teams like Sabrina Ionescu with New York. Those things could get exploited because she has physical limitations that, that could really be a liability for the team. And so, but I love what the team did last night. And I just hope that these three could play together more games than not, because if they could do that, they will beat most teams. They would beat almost every team except for Minnesota. And I think they could beat Minnesota if Bree Jones come back and she is healthy enough, and Okai can still give some stuff off the bench. And Borlase could take her game to one more level.
Borlase, no. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
we know Borlase. She got, say she's special. We know that.
I need Borlase anyway.
Yeah, I need off the team. I need off the team too. I need off the team too. But why should we got it? We got to make the best of it.
All I'm gonna tell you is put some respect on that Jordan Canada name. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Because at least with her, I'm with you. Yeah, Van, you are completely correct. Borlase is a defensive liability. Talking about people get lost. Mm-hmm. That baby get lost multiple times throughout the game.
Yes.
So if she ain't scoring, or at least making the right pass, she's now starting to. Because I heard her in the press conference, she was talking about, people was getting mad because I seen Ryan Hart turn to her and look at her like, what are you doing last night? What are you doing? You see I'm going up against Angel Wilson, you turning your back and the girl got the ball in her hand. Where are you going? Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be a double team with you, Borlase. Where are you going? So, And I said, Ryan Howard, just go on to the next play. She don't get it, baby.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Before we go to the film, I will say this. I want to correct Team Carmella for a second. Cleveland and Detroit is in the 2028 season, not 2029. Yeah. Philadelphia is in the 2030 season. So Cleveland, Detroit, the Cleveland, what they call it, the Sirens now? I don't know. That's weird. And the Detroit, I guess they're going to go back to Detroit I forgot what their name was before. But Detroit, they play in 2028 season. And like I said, Philadelphia playing the 2030 season. Anyway, I just want to make that correct. But in particular.
And I agree with you, Chad. When Angel goes back to her position and Okai goes to her true position, which is being center, and they let her play at least like 15, 20 minutes a game at that position, I think she'll be fine. They just need to go. He just needs to give up the ghost on Niles Hillman. But I don't think he's going to give it up until what he's starting to do now, what I saw last night, he's starting to just, when that matchup keeps getting exploited, he's starting to just pull out. All right, let me play the film.
All right, let's go to the film. The film tell you that Angel played one of her best games against Angel Wilson, and she did a fantastic job on her, like she usually do. Like last game, that she didn't score on Angel Wilson, didn't score on Angel as much, but it still was an efficient game for Angel Wilson, so she still got blanked. But this game, she really did a number on Angel Wilson, and this is a masterclass that you need to see. No, both Cleveland and Detroit is 2028. Is that correct, Keysha?
I can't remember.
I think both of them come in at the same time. I don't think Detroit come in. I don't think they do it at one at a time. I think both Cleveland and Detroit is at the same time. Remember what's the girl name?
Cleveland's already been announced. I don't think Detroit's been announced, right?
Well, it's the team? Yeah, they've been announced. I think Cleveland been announced because they switched their name. Because Cleveland was the Cleveland Rockers before. Then they switched their name. But like I said, we'll get clarification on that. Because I know Sophie was talking about nobody didn't want to play in Cleveland and Detroit. So, that was a controversy. Good job, Sophie.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know what she's talking about. I'll look it up later, y'all. I'll let you know. Here we go.
Wilson defended by Angel. Little fade for the lefty. Wilson. Reese spending more time on her as the primary defender, and Angel grabs the defensive rebound.
Easy points because of miscommunication.
Asia has added this.
Pause this. Pause this. I want you to rewind this play. I don't like that Angel got credit for Asia scoring on her because that wasn't true. This is the play I was talking about. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to slow down the film. Go back to the beginning of this play because this need to be. Mm-hmm. So go back. That's the beginning. Did it start right now?
Yeah.
No, start at the beginning. Start with it. Really start this play. Okay, see. Yeah, right here. Yes.
The defensive rebound.
Easy points.
Stop. You see how she beat on this play and she didn't want to run through the pit? Angel picked up that player. So that means Bolay's right here because she'll clearly beat on this play with the woman. Is that correct? With Chun-Li? Mm-hmm. That means Bolay's need to go to Asia. It's no different than I'm gonna use real life situation. There's a person at my job that got terminated recently because we have a set schedule with our job and everything else. But if you have you have to go to the doctor or whatnot and it's on the day that you work, so they will tell you, hey, because we have a group chat, of course. You know what I'm saying? So if it's 2029, Detroit 2029, you're correct, then my apologies. I was wrong. I'm sorry. So please forgive me. You are correct, T. Camilla, if that's the case. All right, let me get back to what I'm saying. In my group chat, we have where you have to pick up shifts. If somebody came to work because, whatever reason. The moment that somebody picks up your shift, it's no longer the person's shift that needs to be picked up. It's your shift now. And so if you don't show up for your shift that you picked up for somebody else, the person that the shift you picked up from, don't get blamed. The person who picked up the shift, they get blamed for not working their shift because now it's their shift. So now that person get terminated because you picked up a shift that wasn't yours originally, but once you picked up that shift, it became your shift. Mm-hmm. And that's the same thing with this play. Once Bolay made the decision that I'm not going to run through the pit like that, and Angel had to open pursue, and this is open pursuing, that's why Angel is in front of her, Bolay's need to pick up Asia. Because now Angel picking up your man, so now that's Angel's man, not Asia. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I remember people did the same thing when it came to Natasha Howard, and when she had that 22-point game, try to blame it on Angel. No, if you don't run through the pit like that, where you could really recover, and Angel got the open pursuit to make sure that your man don't really have a free lane to the basket, that's now Angel's man. It's no longer your man. So that means you got to now pick up the roller and start the roller from scoring in the basket, which would be Asia in this situation. And that's what people don't understand. That's why sometimes you have to know what you're talking about in fair and how to break down the field to really know how to interpret what's going on in a particular play. If you remember, Keysha, and you agree with me on this or disagree, but we'll find out in a second. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You remember in the rival, right? Mm-hmm. When Angel and what's my girl name? Leslie Hall was playing. You notice Angel never had to pick up Leslie Hall, man? Why? Because Leslie Hall running through them pits.
Yeah, she is.
You said them bitches you want to. Either you gonna get hurt or she gonna get hurt. But somebody gonna get hurt. She running through it. So Angel will flag just long enough for Leslie Hall to recover and then get back on her man. But when Angel got to wait 4 or 5 seconds for you to try to recover, you might as well take Angel, man, because like I said, now that's Angel's man. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
So now I play this play and say you'll really see what I'm talking about once you play it.
Miscommunication.
So now play it one more time. Go back to the beginning, so you'll see what I'm talking about.
Barley's is special. We already know that.
Yeah, right here.
Easy points because
You see how he slows delay. So once that happens, pause it.
Angel said, "Screw it." Yeah.
It wasn't the Angel. Bolay pulled the ran out to Asia at that point, cause like now that's your man now, because you made a decision that I wasn't gonna run through the pick. And if you want to go run through the pit, once Asia rolled, now you pick up Asia. You can't just look at Asia crazy and Angel looking at Asia crazy, Because Angel looking at you like, I got your man now, so you supposed to got my man. That's how you use your IQ on defense. You see what I'm saying? You supposed to know who pick up who in what situation. That's what man-to-man defense does. That's when the coaches talk about if you got a high IQ when it comes to how to play defense. That's what they talk about in those situations. That's where Okai is still struggling at, and that's where Okai really got to catch up mentally. And once she catch up to that point, I think Okai will be a starting level center in this league. But we can keep playing though.
The problem is Barlace don't get pulled out for her mistakes, though.
No, not at all. Because he got invested in success in her development. I think he personally chose her. Just the same thing with Nas. If Nas was on any other team, Nas would probably go down to 10 minutes a game and not even be a starter. She'd probably be a bench player. She probably get less than home minutes like right now. If she was on any other team, but he have a vested interest in her success. And so he plays Nas even when Nas is physically getting dominated, especially on the defensive end, and she don't add enough on offense. But we can keep playing.
Wilson, Asia with 8 points, 3 rebounds so far in this first half. Tanaya Latson making an appearance. Asia does have 1 triple tonight off the mark there.
Field goal percentage has flipped too, because in that first quarter, it was the Aces that were shooting 53%, and Atlanta 45%.
Wilson, mid-range, good.
Come on, are we playing horse?
See if Asia starts to take over a bit more offensively. Drops that one down.
Cogalicious.
The 3 stars for Atlanta, all in double. Wilson goes right at Reese. Angel is there for the rebound. Have not been able to make this a 2-possession game since the first half. Wilson missed the first, and Atlanta comes out with it. Wilson tried to get her feet set and does.
Attack the seam.
Wilson with the crossover, and it's taken away. Canada on the run, lays it up and in. And her versatility could suit Team USA well in Berlin.
Yep. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Thank you, Dre Stewart, for a $5 super chat. He said she got pulled out after that play and never came back. Did she really, Dre Stewart? Maybe I missed it. Because, yeah, Barlace was doing some goofy stuff out there, man. Duval. Dre Stewart said she got pulled out after that because she was doing some goofy stuff out there, man. I was like, come on, Smecko. Come on, Smecko. All right, hold on. Let me go. Let me put this back down. All right, let me say this right quick. All right. Kara Lawson said she plays with aggression and physicality. You need to have players that embrace that. We connected pretty early. We've got a lot in common, and she's an incredible competitor. Kara Lawson on why Angel Reese is perfect for Team USA, despite all you haters out there in YouTube land. And then Dolores is out here. Dolores was out here madder than a mug last night, Duval. Dolores said, at Nneka Vargas, are you happy with the roster you've assembled in Vegas? Do you think it's logical to keep asking Asia to play like a superhero every season while overpaying veterans who cannot produce nightly? Do you think not having a defensive wing is a good idea? She kept going. Nalissa is clearly outmatched with Medina's size. Yeah, I saw it, Dolores. And she's being left to defend on an island. That is poor coaching. Absolutely poor coaching. She goes to say, Jackie would need to say today because we don't have the fight and A doesn't have the extra engine to do it. Angel, him and A up every time she drives.
They said it's a dispute. They said Bolay she played after that.
I thought she did too.
I don't remember. You know what I'm
I
saying?
can't remember now. I have to watch the. I don't know when that play, the time stamp of that play. You know what I
That
mean?
play was. I think that play was in the. I want to say second quarter. I believe.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. What's it? What is this? Just one play? Okay, and one. Okay. This is Angel. Three people. I thought they said nobody be game planning for Duval.
They always game plan for.
No, they say we be lying.
Drago told you that. Drago should what's she letting what's Tyler Marsh, they all said they game plan for Angel. That's why she always get voted in the All-Star by the coaches.
I know. What the hell? Oh, this must be
Nah, this is her being
oh
goofy.
her being a goofball. And then this was fun. This was trending all last night. It was trending all last night. And do Angel know she becoming a meme every time?
Nah.
Like what
I
is
think she
happening?
do it on purpose.
All right, here we go. We're gonna end with this. First trio to have 20 points plus 3 steals in a game. Alicia Gray, 21 points, 3 steals, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Ryan Howard, 23 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals. Angel Reese, 21 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals. This what we need. If we gonna make it in the playoffs, Duval.
Yeah. Like I said again, if you got all three of them play like that, they could be anybody. Maybe except for not Minnesota, but they could be anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, and they.
I think they can beat Minnesota if they play like that.
I think they still shorthanded. I think Minnesota got more players that could contribute to winning than we do.
I don't
That
know.
just I'll just be honest.
I just think if you put Angel on feet,
Yeah, of
put him in
course.
hell,
But
and
then you
then
got Natasha Howard, and then you got Nas, and then you know how that
you can put
going.
Natasha, you can put Natasha how you could you got Natasha Howard, and then you gotta put out the big monster out there. You gotta put it back out there. And and she was boxing out goddamn Melissa Smith to the bleachers.
Yeah, she did, but she did a good job. You know what I'm saying, getting body position. But they called her because she hooked Alyssa Smith when she was doing it.
She did.
She
But I
hooked her.
like the effort. I was like, oh, now listen, Smith. And then after that, but I think once you establish that type of physical, Lisa Smith started. Look, she started to shrink a little bit. She was like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
should I go
yeah,
in there?
yeah. And
She
that,
started getting dicey.
yeah, made her hesitate. You know what I'm saying? Because Oscar is very physical.
Yes, she is that. She's physical. Yeah.
And so Alyssa Smith had to find the hard way. She got fouled out too. So
Oh yeah, she did. Alyssa did, didn't it?
yeah, she got fouled out.
Yeah, yeah, she did.
And then after the game, you know what I'm saying, Lil and I had to go to a pimp.
So stupid. You stupid person. You a stupid person. But anyway, chat. I gotta go to ball.
Yeah, before you go, I got to say this. Please, let's be respectful. That's all I ask. Because like I said, Brian Lewis, I ain't going to be too many punk asses. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to like me. You don't got to agree with what I say. It's cool. We just got to be respectful to each other. That's all I ask for anybody.
Yeah.
Now, I ain't asking y'all to agree with me. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We could disagree.
Why are we calling people out their name? I don't understand.
I don't understand that either.
You wouldn't do that shit in real life.
Of course.
Come on. Stop that.
Especially, you know what I'm saying? I never came at you like that. And I ask y'all respectfully. Y'all don't have to like me. Y'all can mute me in your little comments and things, whatever, cool. Again, y'all come over here. I don't come to you. And so at the end of the day, I don't ask you to like me, I just ask you to respect me. Because I'm going to respect you. Now, I'm not going to respect the people that I cover, especially if they disrespect Angel. I don't give a damn about them. But y'all, I do respect y'all. And I try to be mindful of what I say to y'all and how I say it to you. And that's one thing me and Keysha preach to each other, is Keysha especially preaches to me. So I ask y'all to do the same thing to me that you want me to return to you. Respect is mutual. It ain't just one-sided. So remember that. Because I ain't going to be too many punk asses to anybody. I promise you that. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that you're here, but you don't have to be here if you don't want to be here. I just ask y'all to respect me, because I do respect all of you. And that's how we're going to end this. And that's all I'm going to say on that.
Yeah, buddy. Don't call me out my name.
Yeah, because y'all going too far. You ain't finna disrespect me like that. No. I ain't one of your kids. You gotta find somebody to play with.
Cuss out your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, and your kids, but don't cuss me.
Yeah. You find somebody to play with. You know, I'm grown for real. And so, you know what I'm saying? I don't play them type of game. Keisha seen me in person. She know what it is.
Oh, Brian Lewis said he's not talking about you. I never saw you no podcast.
Okay. I seen that coming. I didn't know that was for me or not. You know, I just like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? I know we had our moment, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I truly respect all of y'all in the chat, you know, especially y'all regulars. You know what I'm saying? I don't take y'all for granted. I really love y'all for real. That's why I do this every day. Whenever we have a chance to do it. You know, say the key come out, you know what I'm saying, the big girls, you know what I'm saying, the live, let, love. Y'all regulars, man. I love y'all for real. Y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all important to me. So that's why it stings more when I feel like y'all take it too far if y'all, you know what I'm saying, use that type of language toward me. Now, disagree with me. I don't mind, you know what I'm saying, if you got factual information that, you know what I'm saying, I missed on, I'll be the first to say, hey, y'all was correct. Do I do that all the time, Keysha?
Yes, you do.
I always say, hey, okay, that what it was, cool. Y'all correct, my apologies. Because I'm not perfect, and I never insinuate like I am perfect. Now, I try to do things on top of my head, on top of my dome, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I get it right. Sometimes I might have a little fat there, here and there, but you know what I'm saying? None of us perfect. I don't got a research team like Stephen A. Smith and First Take. So, you know what I'm saying? Right. So, I'm my own research team. But at the same time, man, it's love when I come up here. It's love when I want to talk to y'all and, like, do these stories with y'all, and the homework I put into this stuff, and, like, to put these stories together, you know, so to entertain y'all, because y'all could be anywhere, but y'all chose to be here. Yeah. So, you know, so I truly appreciate y'all because of that. And y'all regulars that come here, you know, say, Van, I forgot about you. I don't want to leave you out. ADP, I don't want to leave you out. I apologize. Your mama, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to leave you out. Y'all regulars here, man. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, man, for real. And so at the end of the day, I just want that respect to be mutual, because I truly love and respect y'all outside of me doing content for y'all. And I just always want y'all to know that. So, yes, please disagree with me. No problem. But we all family at the end of the day. And family respects each other. And that's all I ask. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I just, you know what I'm saying? I just
love you. I love you, Duval. Like a bad sister. No, I just want to hit you up top of your head every now and again. But I respect you. You know, good ninja. We got to go.
Let me say this. If he said he wasn't talking about me, so I apologize. I'm apologetic.
Apologize, Brian.
I will. I apologize if I, you know, say if that ain't that me. My apologies, you know what I'm saying, because I can admit when I'm wrong, if I misread something, if I misread it for somebody else. My apologies, you know what I'm saying, maybe the situation that we had before, I maybe felt like that was towards me, but at the end of the day, I apologize, because like I said again, if that wasn't directed towards me, I have to be a man and say I was wrong. So
you always wrong, Duval. I told you a couple of times.
I know that. I know.
All right, players, I gotta go. Y'all come on over to the Players Club. I'm about to watch the Valkyries and the Lynx. I love y'all, but I got to bid you adieu. Bye, Duval.
Peace.